Welcome back to once again to CBSE Board Economics. I'm Saddam Hussain here. Today we discuss what exactly is total product, what exactly is total physical product, what exactly is total output. In the chapter production, producer behavior and supply. The main aim of the producer, the main aim of the firm is production. So the firm wants to produce. It can be pens, it can be table, furniture, books, anything, shirts, shoes. That's the main aim of the firm. To produce any commodity, the firm needs two factor inputs. Some of them are fixed factors like machine, building, structure. Some of them are variable factor like raw materials, power, fuel, electricity. To produce sugar cane, you need a machine. That's a fixed factor. To produce sugar cane, you need variable factor, that is sugar cane. It can be power, fuel, etc. So we're talking about short period. So we can differentiate between fixed and variable factors of production. So we have a machine, you can see it here, that's a fixed factor, and we have a labor, that's a variable factor of production. So in the short period, since we cannot increase the fixed factor machine, it remains constant. We've taken one machine here. And on this machine, we go on increasing a variable factor. We go on employing more and more number of variable factors, that's labor. Let's see what happens to total product. The machine is 1. As we go on increasing a variable factor labor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see what happens to total product. When you engage the first laborer on the fixed factor machine, the firm is producing 4 units. When you engage another laborer, 2 laborers, the firm is capable of producing, of course, the fixed factor is machine 10. When you engage the third laborer, then it has gone to 4, 10, then 18, 24, 28, 30. The total product reached its maximum capacity of the firm, 30, then again 30, and then it's coming down, 28. What do we learn from this? What exactly is total product? Total product is total number of units. Total number of units a firm is capable of producing by engaging certain number of fixed and variable factors of production in the short period. In the short period, since the firm cannot increase its fixed factors, the firm can do so by increasing only the variable factors of production. The machine remains constant. You go on increasing a variable factor labor. Let's see what happens to total product. So total product is total number of units produced by a firm by engaging certain number of fixed and variable factors in the short period at a given level of technology at a given point of time. In the short period, the total product or total physical product can be increased only by increasing variable factors of production. But in the long period, since all the factors become variable, we will be in a position to increase the total product by increasing all the factors of production. We are talking about short period. As we go on increasing a variable factors of production, mind it, in the short period, the total product will not increase proportionately, not 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. The first laborer gives you certain, the second laborer, 2 laborers, 20, 30. No, definitely not. As we go on increasing a variable factor labor in the short period, the total product first increases at an increasing rate. 4, 10, 18. So 4, 10, 18 increasing rate. Then you go on increasing more number of variable factor, the total product increases at a diminishing rate. Of course, it is increasing. 24, 28, 30. Then the total product reaches the maximum, 30. Then 30 and one more laborer you engage 6 to 7, it remains constant. If you engage one more laborer, the TPP declines. It has come down. So 2-3 points become clear. Number one, fixed factors remain constant. On this fixed factor machine, you increase the variable factor. TPP first increases at an increasing rate. Number two, it increases at diminishing rate. And number three, after that it reaches the maximum, then it declines. So we can see this in the graph. Let's see, on the x-axis we got variable factor labor, on the y-axis you got total physical product, or we call it as TPP, total physical product, or TP, total product. You can see the graph here. The TPP is, you can see it here, zoom at 0, or labor at 0, then it's gradually increasing, zoom, right, it's increasing here at an increasing rate. Then it stops increasing at an increasing rate. That is called point of inflection. Here the TPP increases at diminishing rate after the point of inflection. What exactly is point of inflection? This is the point where the total product stops increasing at an increasing rate. From this point of inflection, the TPP is increasing. This is the point of inflection. It is increasing at of course it is increasing at diminishing rate. Then TPP reaches the maximum point. That is maximum and constant. After that TPP declines, TPP is falling down, total physical product. Look at this total product or total physical product. So fixed factors 1 is constant, and variable factor labor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The first one laborer you engaged on the fixed factor 4, he produced. 2 laborers gave you 10, 3 laborers gave you 18, 4 laborers gave you 24, 5 laborers gave you 28, 6, 1, 30, and it became constant, and 28. Why this is happening? Why the total product is not increasing at a constant rate? Okay, there are 2-3 reasons behind it. As we go on increasing variable factor of production, division of labor is taking place, specialization is taking place, so they are getting experts because of repetitive nature of the work. As a result, the production is increasing at an increasing rate. Later on, when you go on engaging more number of laborers, it reaches the optimum capacity between fixed and variable factors. It's leading to congestion, and they're bumping into each other. So there is too much overcrowding is happening. As a result, TPP is increasing at diminishing rate. If you go on engaging more laborers, more overcrowding, more congestion, they bump into each other, they come in the way of each other's work, hence TPP declines. That's the reason behind why the firm is getting increasing returns, because of division of labor, because of specialization. Why the firm is getting diminishing returns and later on negative returns? Because of more congestion, overcrowding, they bump into each other, they come in the way of each other's work. So as a result, the production is coming down. So you look at the graph and table, I'll read it out to you. What exactly is TPP? Defined total physical product or total product. Total physical product is the total number of units produced by a firm by engaging or employing a certain number of fixed and variable factors of production at a given point of time at a given level of technology. That's of course in the short period. In the short period, TPP can be increased by increasing only variable factors of production, and in the long period, it can be increased by increasing all the factors of production. It has been observed that TPP generally registers an increase with the increase in the factors of production, but to a limited extent only. There is a tendency of TPP increasing initially at an increasing rate, then at constant rate, and finally at decreasing rate. TPP is illustrated with the help of the table and graph. You can look at the table. Fixed factors constant, 1 machine. Variable factors 1, 2, 3, 4. We go up to 8 laborers. So as you go on engaging more laborers, TPP 4, 10, 18, 4, 10, 18, increasing returns, 24, 28, 30, diminishing, right, 2PP is increasing at diminishing rate, then 30, 30 constant and declines. You can see the graph here. In the above figure, units of labor are shown on the x-axis and TPP is shown on the y-axis. As the units of labor increase, TPP is also increasing, but the rate of increase is not always equal. At the initial stage, it is increasing at an increasing rate, then increasing at diminishing rate, and finally it declines. It's falling down. But keep one thing in mind, TPP can never be zero, TPP can never be negative. That's why the TPP curve never touches the OX axis. I'm sure you must have followed it, total physical product. That's all we have time for this video. Till we meet next time, it's goodbye. Before I go, I remind you to subscribe, share, like, comment, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get the future videos which are really helpful to you for your academic exam as well as your competitive exam. Thank you guys for watching. Till we meet next time. Bye-bye.